welcome once again. I joined Avon like a year and 4 months ago, and I've just been really exploring Avon a lot. And you know, I used to work in the industry in a lot of different women's fragrances, men's fragrances. I worked for Guerlain for fragrances as a promotional rep, and I worked in Dior cosmetics, and I did a lot of those kind of jobs. And I thought, now, geez, what have I not experienced? What have I never really experienced? And I looked like Avon. Avon is cruelty free, and they give me an opportunity to buy things at a good price. And so I've just really been enjoying them and the history, delving into there. It's a lot of fun. And so I just thought I'm just going to be putting together an Avon fragrance tray for the week. This is not dependent upon my season or whatever. This is just on a whim. You know, what did I look in, you know, in my shelf of Avon fragrances and think about what appealed to me for this week. So here we go. Number 1, Live Out Loud Solar Vibes. Ooh, this is so pretty. This is along the lines of like that, that really like beachy type of smelling thing. But this has like a fruitier edge to it that every time I smell it, I'm like, oh, that's so yummy. What is that? What did I put there? Because, you know, you spray a bunch of things at once a lot of times. And every time, I always go, yeah, this is so nice. And it doesn't matter. I don't care what season, you know, but it's so pretty. So yeah, Live Out Loud Solar Vibes. I think it's a really nice one. It's one of their newer, I believe it's one of their newer ones. I believe this is one of the newer ones. Anyways, Live Out Loud Solar Vibes. Okay, this one's going to be on like almost every Avon fragrance tray I ever do because it is my number 1 very, very favorite Avon fragrance, and it is classic. It is Topaze. Oh man, I'm telling you why I love this. Okay, my mom wore Chanel number 5, right? My mom would be like 102 years old if she were alive now. And she had Chanel number 5 cologne. And she had it like for a long time, you know. She'd use a little bit of special occasions, whatever. Sometimes she'd use it at work. But most of the time it was a special occasion, and it smelled so good. It smelled so good. I loved it. And I would wear it. I'd wear it, you know how we all were like that with our, if we had our parents' fragrances around, you know, we were probably into them. Whether we were a girl or a boy, we were probably like, what is this world of fragrances? But anyways, so I love Chanel number 5, right? Flash forward, Chanel number 5 that they make now is too strong for me. I don't know what they did to change it, but it's not like that anymore. This comes so close to that wonderful Chanel number 5 cologne, eau de cologne smell that I remember. And back then, just because it was eau de cologne, it wasn't weak. You know, I mean, it was just like, it was gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. So this is, you know, my runner-up to it. There are a few other ones that smell like it too, but this is my number 1. So Topaze. Oh, it can't be an Avon fragrance tray without talking about a Far Away Bali. Oh, this is such a happy, fruity, we're going ride jet skis, or, and no, it's not, but it's not aquatic at all. It's just a beautiful way to smell for a day you're out doing something fun. You know, you're taking a walk in the park, you're out to lunch with your friends, you're just something, it's beautiful and uplifting and fruity and friendly and a bit tropical, but not, I can't say it's coconutty, or I can't say why I think, well, maybe because it's called Bali, you know, but I don't feel it to be, it's not like, you know, Beach Walk or those fragrances. It's not beachy. It's just so fresh and fruity floral with an emphasis on the fruity. Far Away Bali. Oh yeah, so pretty. One of the things I love about Avon is that they do dabble in those other forms that these other companies like Dior and Guerlain, and they seldom bother to do this kind of thing anymore. And I was so excited to get this. It is a solid perfume. All this stuff is new, by the way. None of this is vintage. This is all new that I bought directly since I've been with Avon in the last year and 4 months. It is a solid perfume. It's a solid perfume that I just think they're brilliant. Solid perfume. And it's this little guy that you roll up. You don't have to touch your fingers with it. It's easy to apply. It's a nice large amount. You know, a lot of those solid perfumes, you had to put your finger in there and then like you contaminate it. Just do this, you know. I think this is cool. And have already discontinued this. So that's the thing about Avon. You got to get this stuff. So this is for someone who, you know, you don't really want to project everywhere. Obviously, this stays close to your skin. But I just think this is a lovely, lovely thing to have in my purse when I just want something pretty to make sure that I smell nice enough. And also, too, you can layer these kind of things because they add a little bit of moisture and they, you know, they help other things last. So this one is Rare Pearls Intense, and I really, really love it. And I love that it is something unique. Not everybody does this, but Avon still does, you know. Rare Pearls Intense. Going into Imari territory. Imari or Imari, I'm not exactly sure. If you know how it is, if you know the right way to say it, please do. Going into Imari territory, Imari Amore. I discovered this. This is so funny. I went to an Avon event. I went to a Connect, they call them. And someone sitting next to me received this. They won like an award, a little gift, and Avon was pretty generous. Like they gave me some nice stuff there too. This woman next to me got this group of stuff, and I had my eye on this gift. They had it sitting up in front of the stage area. And I was like, ooh, I want to know what that one's like, Imari Amore, you know. The original Imari, I have the deodorant, or the antiperspirant rather. It smells fantastic, but it's really strong. Like, I have to know when I wear that, it's like, you know, it's enough. Like, I don't even need to wear a lot extra. It's pretty strong. But I don't know if it's a little bit more spice. It's a spice for me that I might buy eventually, but right now I haven't purchased it. But the thing about this is the girl next to me won it, and it was in her little bag, and I was like, oh, please, do you mind if I smell that? And she spoke French, and she was like, oh yeah, sure, that's totally cool. So I did, and I took it, and I was like, shh, you know, I was greedy with it, you know. I'm gonna try to be polite, but I wanted to know, and I was like, oh yeah. And so when this came up, in a special deal like Avon does a lot of times, we'll give you a bundle, and I didn't have this fragrance and I knew I liked it and I got it. It's so pretty. It's like this is like La Vie Belle, tender and youthful, but it's got that sensual edge that like La Vie Belle has, but it's a little bit sweeter, like some kind of really nice fruit, some kind of really nice moist fruit. But it's any age can wear it, but it's just, oh, so pretty. Imari Amore, you know, that's a dent for me. Imari Amore. Another classic, Candid. When I bought this one, I didn't realize that I had ever tried it, and it's, oh my gosh, it's so loud. It's very, very loud. And I love it. The thing is that I didn't know I'd ever tried it, but as soon as I smelled it, I recognized it because when I was a teenager, my only experience with Avon was that stuff that my mom would buy from her friends at work. Oh, damn. Were the only things my mom would buy from her friends at work, and she sold other stuff, and they would, you know, it was a side hustle that they all participated in. And so I recognized I had this in the Avon, it's called, skin softener, perfume skin softener they call it, I believe. Great stuff, a really affordable body cream. And I had this and I recognized it, I was like, oh yeah, I remember that, and I really like it. So I'm so happy to have it now. It's very, very loud and very, very pretty, like, Candid. Rare Amethyst, one in the line of rare fragrances. I have rare pearls, and I have rare gold. I have a vintage rare gold, and oh, they're so pretty. This is fresh and pretty and like sensual and cooling. It reminds me of wisteria, like the wisteria flower. I've got my battery warning, so I'm going to try to hurry up and finish. Rare Amethyst. And since that is just about all for the 1 week fragrance tray, 1 week-ish, you know, I decided to add a body spray. This is already been discontinued. It was only from like 6 months ago, but whatever, they do that. You got to get stuff when you can. So this is a Jasmine Blossom Hair and Body Mist. I have had a chance to use this a lot. I use this a lot as a bedtime spray, room spray. I use this a lot at bedtime, all over my, you know, pajamas and in my hair and in the air. And my husband, I'll ask my husband to spray it sometimes if I forget. And this is so Sweet Dreams. This is a Sweet Dreams product. Really pretty. You know, you can't get it now unless it comes back around again. But I'm enjoying mine. So Avon Senses Jasmine Blossom Hair and Body Mist. So this is my Avon fragrance tray. And I thank you so much for watching. And I'm Bo, and I'll see you next time. Bye!